Okay, so good morning, grade 10. Welcome to our science discussion, wherein we're going to talk about the types of EM waves or electromagnetic waves. But before we proceed to that, let's have a quick review. Ang electromagnetic waves po, at its name suggests, is considered na both electric at magnetic in nature. Or sa madaling salita, ang electromagnetic waves ay nagko-contain ng electric field at magnetic field. Ang electric at magnetic field are regions na kung saan nagkakaroon ng push and pull ng mga charged particles at nagkakaroon din ng exertion ng magnets. Charged particles and magnets can push or pull certain objects without even touching them. Mapapansin nyo po sa GIF ng magnetic field na merong paper clips doon at kung saan siya ay dumidikit sa pako. Yan po ang kagandahan sa magnetic at electric field na kahit hindi po nila hawakan ang mga ito ay kayang-kaya po nila itong padikitin sa kanilang um, magnetic field at electric field by um, pushing or pulling a certain objects. Ngayon, paano nga ba natin pwedeng ma-produce ang electromagnetic wave? Mapoproduce po natin ang electromagnetic wave sa pamamagitan ng charged particles. At yung mga charged particles po na ito, kapag sila po ay nagkaroon ng changes sa kanilang direction or speed, magkakaroon tayo ng electromagnetic waves. At meron po tayong tinatawag na electrons. Sila po yung ating charged particle na may kakayahang mag-produce ng electric at magnetic fields. But in order to create the vibrating electric at magnetic fields, ang electrons po dapat ay gumagalaw. A charged particle such an electron moves back and forth or vibrates. At a changing magnetic fields produce electric fields, and in the same manner, a changing electric field naman produce ng magnetic field. Kanina na-mention natin na ang electromagnetic waves or EM waves ay gawa or made up of an electric field and an magnetic field na kung saan sila po ay nakaposition at right angles to each other and to the direction of motion of the wave. And since these fields are located at the right angles and to the direction of the motion of the wave, electromagnetic waves are considered as transverse waves. This means that both electric and magnetic fields oscillates perpendicular to each other and to the direction of the propagating waves. Like other waves such as water waves and waves in a rope, EM waves carry energy from one place to another. But unlike other waves, EM waves do not carry energy by causing matter to vibrate. It is the electric and magnetic field that vibrates. This explains why EM waves can travel to vacuum where there is no matter, but it doesn't mean that EM waves cannot travel through medium because they can also travel through medium. And we have example here. At ang example po natin dito ay yung light waves. Ang light waves po kayang mag-travel sa vacuum or space at kaya din mag-travel sa may medium or sa ating atmosphere. Pero ang sound waves po ay kailangan niya ng medium para matransmit siya. Kaya yung medium po na ginagamit ng sound waves ay yung air particles natin na nag-travel from our mouth going to our ears. Ang electromagnetic waves ay nagta-travel sa vacuum na may speed na 3 times 10 raised to 8 meters per second at ito po ay nakadenote as c, the speed of light. Ang bilis po ay nakadepende sa medium. Mas mabagal siya sa air, glass, at sa iba pang material. Pero mas mabilis naman siya kapag sa vacuum lang, kung saan walang particles sa surroundings. Para ma-appreciate kung gaano ito kabilis, i-consider po natin ito. Light from the sun travels 150 million kilometers to Earth in about 8 minutes. Ang electromagnetic wave, katulad ng iba pang uri ng waves, ay dinidescribe gamit ng kanilang physical characteristics, properties, or features. Meron tayong amplitude, frequency, wavelength, at ito ang iba't ibang features or characteristics ni EM waves na kung saan nagkakaiba-iba na siyang dahilan kung bakit may iba't ibang uri or types tayo ng EM waves. Ang EM waves ay nakaayos base sa order ng kanilang wavelength at frequency. Ito ay tinatawag nating electromagnetic spectrum. Dahil ang electromagnetic waves ay nag-travel ng same speed, kapag ang frequency ay nabago, then dapat magbago din ang wavelength. Ang wave na may mahabang wavelengths ay may maliit na frequency at vice versa. Ang waves naman na mayroong short wavelengths ay may mataas na frequency. The amount of energy carried by an EM wave increases with its frequency. So they are arranged according to increasing frequency. The EM spectrum displays the following waves such as radio waves, microwaves, infrared radiation, visible light, ultraviolet, X-rays, and gamma rays. These waves do not have an exact dividing region. So the different types of electromagnetic waves are defined by the amount of energy carried by their photons. So what are photons? Photons are bundles of wave energy from among the EM waves. Gamma rays carry photons of high energies, while radio waves own photons with the lowest energies. When talking about the wavelength properties, radio waves can be likened to be the size of building, while gamma rays are as small as the nuclei of an atom. Gamma rays, X-rays, and high ultraviolet rays are classified as ionizing radiation, as their photons have energy to ionize atoms, causing chemical reactions, while radio waves, microwaves, infrared, and visible light are classified as non-ionizing radiation. So we already identified the types of electromagnetic waves such as radio waves, microwave, infrared, visible light, ultraviolet, X-ray, and gamma rays. The names of these types of electromagnetic waves are given by scientists based on how humans discovered them, how they affect humans, and how they are used. So, ang nauna po sa linya ng ating electromagnetic spectrum ay yung tinatawag nating radio waves na mayroong longest wavelength at mayroong lowest frequency. Ngayon, kung mapapansin natin, itong radio waves ay kalimitang ginagamit sa mga long distance communication, satellite communication, or different communication na mayroong mahahaba or malalayong distansya. Katulad din po niya yung microwaves na mayroong wavelength approximately between 1 meter and 1 millimeter. Yung frequency po ng radio waves or microwaves ay nagre-range from 3.0 times 10 raised to 8 to 3.0 times 10 raised to 11 Hz kapag sila po ay nag-travel sa vacuum. Next natin kay microwaves ay meron tayong tinatawag na infrared radiation. Si infrared radiation ay isang uri ng wave na merong shorter wavelength kaysa kay microwaves pero mas mahaba kaysa kay visible light. And they occupy the wavelength roughly between 1 millimeter to 700 nanometer. These are called infrared. Tinawag po silang infrared kasi ang kanilang frequency ay naglalay just below ng red light sa ating visible light. So, infra means below. Ang infrared radiation po ay ginagamit sa ating remote. Kung mapapansin nyo, meron pong red light doon sa ating remote at siya po ang tinatawag nating infrared. Another application po ng infrared ay yung tinatawag nating night vision goggles. Kapag merong mga kailangan tayong tignan na hindi natin makita sa ating naked eye kapag madilim, tayo po ay gumagamit ng night vision goggles. Right after ng ating infrared, meron tayong tinatawag na visible light. At napag-usapan din po natin na ang electromagnetic waves ay isang uri ng light. At sa lahat ng uri ng or types ng electromagnetic waves, si visible light lang po ang pwedeng makita ng ating mga mata, kaya tinawag silang visible light. At these kinds of electromagnetic waves have wavelengths ranging from 700 nanometers to 400 nanometers. The longest wavelength and lowest frequency of visible light is seen as red light. Next, while the shortest wavelength and the highest frequency is seen as violet light. Kung i-arrange po natin ang spectrum ng ating visible light based sa haba or dami ng frequency nila, mauuna po si red light na merong mahabang frequency, mahabang wavelength rather, at mas konting frequency. Susunod po doon si orange, next si yellow, green, blue, indigo, at violet. Kung mapapansin natin, nasa dulo na si violet kasi meron na po siyang maiksing wavelength pero mahabang frequency. Kaya minsan, yung mga kulay violet is hindi na siya masyadong visible sa ating mga mata. Okay, so let's have a quick recap. Sa ating electromagnetic spectrum, meron tayong unang type ng electromagnetic wave na tinatawag na radio waves, na kung saan sila yung merong mahahabang wavelengths. Next doon ay meron tayong tinatawag na microwaves. At after ni microwaves, meron tayong tinatawag na infrared. Si infrared ay nakalay just below ng red light ng ating visible light. Kaya tinawag na infra. Then after infrared, meron tayong tinatawag na visible light. Si visible light po ang uri or types ng electromagnetic waves na kaya nating makita using ng ating mga mata. Now, kung mapapansin natin, merong spectrum si visible light at siya ay nag-i-end sa violet. Ang next na type ng ating electromagnetic waves ay tinatawag nating ultraviolet. Sila po ay nakalagay or naglalay sa frequency ng visible light na mas mataas sa violet light. Kaya tinawag silang ultra, means going beyond. At sila po ay mayroong wavelength usually from 400 nanometers to 10 nanometers. Ang ultraviolet rays po ay nahahati sa tatlo. Meron tayong tinatawag na short wave, middle wave, at long wave or UVC, UVB, at UVA. Si UVA po ang merong ang maliit na maliit na frequency sa tatlong ito. At ang pinakamadaming frequency ay tinatawag nating UVC. Si UVA po, kapag na-expose tayo sa ultraviolet at tayo ay na-expose sa UVA, meron po siyang minimal na damage pero severe na siya at can cause already a sunburn in our skin. So kung papansinin nyo, kung pahaba ng exposure ang skin natin sa ultraviolet, it can cause ionizing radiation. At kaya niya na pong ma-penetrate yung mga atoms sa ating cells na pwedeng mag-cause ng skin cancer. Kaya it's um, very important apply to apply sunscreen in our skin, especially in our face. Kasi yung sunscreen po mag-a-act as barrier para hindi makapenetrate through our skin yung mga ultraviolet rays. Okay, so we're about to end because the two types of electromagnetic waves we have here is X-rays and gamma rays. At sila po ang nakalagay sa dulo ng ating electromagnetic spectrum. And these two types of electromagnetic waves can pass through several opaque materials. At alam natin na ang mga opaque materials ay inaabsorb ang mga light energy. So kapag meron tayong opaque materials such as our human body tissues, it can absorb all the wavelengths and frequency of X-ray and gamma rays kapag sila po ay nag-pass through sa ating mga katawan. X-rays are those with wavelength from 10 nanometers to 100 particle matter, while gamma rays are those with wavelengths of less than 100 particle matter. Kapag itong X-ray at gamma rays ay frequent nating ginagamit, sila po ang pwedeng makasira ng ating DNA kasi they can ionize atoms in our DNA, in our tissues, in our human body. Kapag nagkaroon po ng ionization sa ating atom, nagkakaroon ng chemical reaction yan. Kapag nagkaroon ng chemical reaction, pwedeng ma-disarrange ang ating DNA at can cause mutation. Kaya, it is very important na hindi po tayo ma-expose sa X-ray at gamma rays. Okay, to sum it up, lahat po ng napag-usapan natin, meron po tayong mnemonics dito na mag-help sa atin para maintindihan or maalala natin kung ano nga ba yung different types ng electromagnetic waves at paano nga ba sila naka-arrange sa electromagnetic spectrum. Just remember this line, ranging Martians invaded Venus using X-ray guns. So R for radio waves, M for microwaves, I for infrared radiation, V for visible light, U for ultraviolet rays, X-ray for X, and G for gamma rays. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.